Hey, good morning everybody. It's Mike with the Bayird Pre-Owned Super Center here with you on another great Saturday morning. So glad to be able to get on TV and talk about some cars. Thank you to all the folks that do watch the show quite consistently. I hear I run into a lot of folks watching all the time that tell me about it, and thank you so much for your kind words, and hopefully I can continue to keep you entertained. Showing you some new cars, of course we talk a little bit about our processes here, so some of that for the consistent viewers may be a little redundant, but we like to drive that point home to let people know that we are different in how we do business. We do make it easy, and I think we've had a lot of customers come through and get to experience that for themselves and find out why it is so simple to shop here. Of course, we are at our still always new location on the corner of Parker and Stadium Road, right here just south of the I-555 bypass. Easy to get to. Don't worry about the construction on I-555. It really does move pretty good. I mean, they've been working on that out there for about a year now. And there's only been maybe a few times that when I've been personally leaving, late in the afternoon where there was like a wreck or something like that. That's the only thing that ever slowed it down. But traffic's been good there, and it's going to be even better once the new roads opened up and they get those new exits opened up as well. As you come to the new location, it looks different. If you have not been down this way in the last month or so, a couple episodes ago we watched some trees go down, right? So over here on the property next to us, there's no more trees, and the first house is gone. It was here last week, it's gone this week. Apparently, we were talking to the guys that move those houses. There is a short window that companies have to be able to move a house like that on the road. So they said basically usually it's a Sunday morning from dusk until 9 a.m. and at 9 a.m. the house has to be off the road no matter where it's at. So that's pretty interesting. I kind of wish I had been able to watch them take the house down the road. That'd be kind of nice to see. But if you haven't ever seen a house going down the road early, you're gonna have to get up early on Sunday morning and drive around to go find those. So, he told me, he said we don't really move that many houses anymore. That guy that we're talking to, apparently it's a generational family business, and he said like in the 70s, apparently he said they were moving houses all the time, nonstop, running 3 or 4 different crews. Now, obviously, you just don't hear about people moving houses as often. You definitely don't see it very often. But I think, with obviously a rise in home prices and lumber, that's, maybe we'll see a resurgence in that business. So if you're looking for a business to get into, that might be a good opportunity for you. Hope to have that done soon. If nothing else, it's fun to watch all the different processes of taking a land that was a piece of property and then converting it over to a commercial location. If you've not joined us before or you've not ever caught me talking about this, one of the things that makes our dealership different is our pricing process. So it all starts when a car comes in. We look at a car, we shop it around online, we price it to the market, and we go ahead and advertise a competitive price up front. We are not in the I'm just going to call it the old school business of slapping a price on there and then you and me and the salesperson all spending hours negotiating terms. That is not something that you have to do when you come shop here. If you come to look at some of my vehicles here on the lot, they're all going to be priced, every single one of them. And it's a competitive price because I know that people on average visit only 1 or 2 dealerships when they're buying a car. So if we don't provide you with great information, we don't want to be that number 1 of 2, right? We want to be the number 1 dealership when you choose a car. And we do that by making sure that we have a simple process, by giving customers what they want, making it, I know you've done research online. I know you've looked at other dealerships before you came here most of the time. And so we want to draw you in from the start with a fair, competitive price, and then follow that up with great customer service while you're here and then also after the sale. So you'll see these pricing stickers here. They have a lot of great information. They tell you what year, make, model it is, what trim package it is. If it's 4-wheel drive, we're going to make that very obvious right here so you can see that. Also things like the fuel economy that's posted on there. which engine it has, and the price. And people really do love that. I mean, it makes it really nice and easy. If you know that you've got a budget and you want to stay under $30,000, well, then you can come out here and you don't have to wonder, is this car under $30,000? This one's $36,992, so, you know, just easy to move on, right? Instead of, you know, playing the game of, you know, salespeople that don't know prices, or they whip out sheets of paper out of their back of their pocket. You know, and some salespeople do that. They have that price list with them, right? And they kind of size you up. They look at, you know, what you drove in here, maybe how you're dressed, and think, oh, okay, well, this person, they look like they could probably afford more, so I'm going to charge them more for the car. This eliminates the possibility of that happening here at our dealership. That's why our cars are always priced. We want it to be known for us, so it's easier for us. I can tell you real quickly what the price of this car is, and it also keeps everybody honest in all situations. So that's our goal here. This is a 2018 Nissan Armada SV 4-wheel drive, local trade-in. Got brand new tires on it. The tires were okay. You know, they probably could have. I probably would have drove them on my personal vehicle for another year or so. But you know, on a vehicle this expensive, sometimes it's the right decision to make the call to go ahead and put new tires on it. And really, it's a nice looking, kind of an all-terrain tire. Nothing aggressive or loud on the road, but something that will last you a long time and also be good in all weather conditions. If you live on a gravel road, you know, whatever, that's going to be a good tire for you on that. Really nice Armada in great condition. Like I said, it was a local trade-in. And then we've also got some Infiniti QX80s as well too. So that's the luxury version of the Armada. So we've got some of those for you to look at. Right next to it here, we've got a 2017 Ford Explorer. This is the XLT package. It is also four-wheel drive. And you know, one of the interesting things about how these manufacturers make cars, so this is an XLT, and if you know much about the trim packages, you would think, okay, the XLT, that's the midline package. That means it's going to have cloth in it. Well, that's, you know, where they make it confusing. We'd be wrong with that. So this one actually has leather interior, panoramic sunroof, has a lot of upgraded features on it. So that's one of the reasons when you're shopping on our website, BayardPreOwned.com, you're going to see a lot of photos of the car, right? Because sometimes just looking at that trim package might not tell you what all it has. So we do take a lot of photos of the vehicle. We take photos of the buttons that they have on there, so that way you can see which equipment that the cars do have. Typically, if you don't see the button in one of our pictures, that means that car probably doesn't have it. But just to be sure, we do have links to the original window stickers of all of our vehicles on there as well. So you can look and see for sure that list of equipment, you know, to make sure that that car has what you're looking for. We also provide Carfaxes both inside the car and on the website. You can see the full history of the car. Carfaxes are great. You know, besides telling you whether or not a car has been in an accident, making sure that the car has a clean title, it also shows you things like maintenance records. So, you know, gone are the days where, you know, you were trading a car and somebody said, hey, can I see your maintenance records, right? And if you save all of those in your glove box, you know, you got it all out and it had your personal information on there. Now a lot of the shops are tied to Carfax, so when you go in and you get an oil change, it reports that on the Carfax. So you can see that, and then also people looking to purchase your vehicle later on can also see that as well too. So that is another great tool of the Carfax. The Carfax also shows you things like how much of the factory warranty is left on the vehicle as well. So, you know, there's a lot of great tools on that Carfax. Here's one we just put on the line yesterday. It's a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo four-wheel drive. So the Grand Cherokees come very well equipped from the factory. They really are a great looking vehicle. I'll say this, if you're looking for a vehicle in a great price range that has a lot of room, good fuel economy, and you don't need third row seating, a Grand Cherokee is really a great vehicle to take a look at. I would say that the third row would probably be the only downside, but there's just not enough room in this vehicle for a third row. If they squeezed one in there, you wouldn't want to sit in anyway. But as far as a smooth ride, like I said, great fuel economy, luxury, there's just a lot to like about the Grand Cherokee. And it's one of the reasons they do sell so well. We always have them in stock. The four-wheel drive system on this is a fully automated four-wheel drive system. So you don't have to press any buttons for the four-wheel drive to work. It works in thousandths of a second, so that way as it's needed it engages, but it's not always engaged, so that way you can get the best fuel economy possible. You get 25 miles per gallon on the highway with this here. They do have, you can get tow packages put on these, and they have a decent tow capacity too. So one like this one here with the V6, you're looking at 5,000 pounds. And then you do have some additional models. We've seen like the EcoDiesel before, or ones with the Hemi that can tow up to 7,200 pounds. So really a great vehicle. We got room for a roof rack on top as well too. Really nice ride. Definitely come check one out. So we'll take a look over here. We got some luxury vehicles. We got a couple of the Lexus GX 460s. We've had a few of those this year. Most of them have flown off the shelves. So we've got two of them here. This is a 2018 and a 2020. A little different body style. You can see those compared next to each other. But the great thing is here too, when you come in the shop, you can look and see, which one do you like best, which one fits your budget the best. Right next to it, I've got a 2017 Infiniti QX80 all-wheel drive. So when we talked about the Armada a minute ago, this is the QX80. This is the more refined brother or cousin, I don't know what you'd call it in family terms, but they're built on the same platform, same frame, same size, just different refinement on the inside and outside. Of course, it does cost a little bit more to get those extra features, but this one here has 38,000 miles. It's all-wheel drive. Still has the 5.6 liter V8 on it, priced at $47,992. We'll kind of come over here. This is a hot car right now. You're not going to find many of these out on the market for sale because they do sell very quickly. So if this is something that you have been looking for, been having a tough time finding it, it's because they do sell very quickly. This one, if you're watching the first time we air this episode, we'll probably be here. The second time, I don't know. We'll find out. To be determined. 2020 Hyundai Palisade. This is the limited package, so this is the top package in it. 22,000 miles, has a 3.8 liter V6 engine in it. Very, very nice interior. Lots of bells and whistles, lots of equipment. I mean, when you get in this thing, super, super nice car. Will compete with just about anything on the market. Does have third row seating, second row captain's chairs. Got the sunroof on it on top as well. These are so popular that we have talked to customers who have been at Hyundai dealerships that are charging $10,000 over sticker for one of these. Okay, the great thing is this one is not $10,000 over sticker. It is a pre-owned car. It is a great price. We do have it in stock. Hey, I guess if somebody wants something bad enough, they'll pay for it. I'm not in the new car business anymore, so I don't have to worry about that. But one of the things that we do when we do buy cars, we look at the pricing strategy. How are we going to price this car? Is it going to be competitive? We look at a lot of that information before we even buy the car to make sure it is of value and something that our customers will be interested in. Right next to it here, I've got a 2017 Nissan Murano. This one does have 83,000 miles. It was actually a trade-in at one of the other Bayird locations. We do swap inventory from time to time, and I was able to snatch this one up. Another great full-size vehicle that we probably compare in size to that Grand Cherokee we talked about a minute ago, but it's a little different. The Murano is a front-wheel drive vehicle. It does have a 3.5 liter V6 engine, 28 miles per gallon on the highway. The styling is definitely different. This is a little bit more smooth lines, where the Grand Cherokee has kind of some harder lines on it, but these are very popular vehicles. Really nice cayenne red is the color on it, and that's a great seller. Right next to it, this is probably one of my favorite Compass packages that we have. This is a Jeep Compass Altitude four-wheel drive. So when you look at it, you notice right off the bat all the gloss black accents, gloss black badging, grille, roof, wheels. Really, this is kind of like, this is the style right now. A lot of people love this style, right? Because of this, contrast of the color and the black. There are some people out there that still like the traditional chrome accents, and this would probably not be the one for you. If you like the chrome accents, you're not going to like that package. But if you love the black, It really is gorgeous. I like the contrasting color, especially that bright red. It really is nice. It does stand out good. We do have some other compasses in stock, like the limiteds that have the chrome accents. So if you're looking for something like that, we'll have that available for you as well. Let's go down here and talking about Jeeps. I'll show you a couple of Jeep Renegades. This is a 2020 Jeep Renegade Limited with 15,000 miles. The factory color on this one is called Sting Gray. It's really a beautiful color. It's kind of a flat gray with a gloss on it. The interior in it is actually a really light beige interior. It's very beautiful on the inside. It's actually two-tone as well too. So check out some photos on our website and you can see some better angles of that interior. But this is the limited package, so it's got the big touchscreen radio, heated leather seats in it as well, proximity key, 32 miles per gallon on the highway. And I know I've talked about this before, but these Renegades have a lot of room in them. The way they're designed, it's kind of more of a boxy shape. There's a lot of space inside the cabin, especially even if you're tall. You also have roof rack rails on this here, so if you need to take some extra stuff with you. Some people think about, well, I go on vacation once a year, and so I need, a big trunk, right? But we forget about the things sometimes like roof racks, right? And also the hitch racks as well too. There's a lot of different ways that you can carry extra gear in your vehicle without having to spend more money and buy a bigger vehicle that gets worse fuel economy just for one trip out of the year. And then also I recommend to folks sometimes too, renting a car. Like if you're going to go on a big road trip, rent a Suburban, get like the biggest of the baddest, right? So you got some options there when it comes to traveling. We looked at the Renegade Limited. Right here I've got a Renegade Altitude. So this is like that Compass where it's got the black accents, the two-tone, so you get the white with the black accents on this one here. This car here has 31,000 miles on it. Four-wheel drive, gets 29 miles per gallon with a four-wheel drive. The Renegade four-wheel drives actually have a little bit higher ground clearance than the two-wheel drives. So if you live on a gravel road or something like that, that's an additional benefit that you'd have to be, up higher off the road. Also makes it nice getting in and out of the car because you're not having to fall down into the car or get up into the vehicle. It's really easy to get in and out of these, if that's a concern for you. Kind of go down here a little bit. Got a 2019 Ford EcoSport, 61,000 miles on it. This one's got a lot of extra features on it, like the sunroof, has heated seats, blind spot monitoring as well, the big touchscreen radio. These EcoSports have been very popular and we have sold these very well. They get great fuel economy. So this one actually gets 27 miles per gallon in town and 29 on the highway. So great fuel economy, good room, and they got a really unique hatch door on the back. It actually opens up like a barn door, is kind of what you call it, instead of the typical lift-up hatch. So we've got that. Right next to it I got a Ford Escape if you're looking for something a little bigger. 2020 Ford Escape, 21,000 miles. This is the SEL, so it does have the leather interior, the memory driver seat, heated seats. A lot of advanced safety features on this here because this is the new body style, and that's a lot of times when you get some of those new features when the manufacturers come out with the new body style. That's usually the best time for them to implement new technology. So that's Ford Escape there, completely redesigned for 2020. Really a good looking vehicle with a lot of space in them. Let's go up here, talk about a couple cars. I think last time we might have talked about the electric cars. I've still got the 2020 Nissan Leaf here. If you're looking for somebody, if you or somebody you know is looking for an electric car, I've got a couple of these in stock. I've got a Nissan Leaf and a Chevrolet Bolt. They are completely all electric. So the Nissan Leaf here has 4,000 miles, all electric motor. So it has to be plugged in and charged up to use it, but it does have up to 170 mile range, which for most people, I mean, that's gonna be, more than enough for daily activities. So, some people can probably get by a whole week without having to charge it. So, great opportunity to kind of get into the electric car scene. You know, electric cars, electric batteries in cars, it's not new technology. Most of them, you got Honda and Toyota came out with it almost 10 years ago. They've been around for a long time. I've also got another car that's not ready to show right now, but it'll be coming through in the next few days. I've got a Kia Niro plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. So if you think, man, I'd love to get into the electric thing, but I'm not really sold on going all electric, right? So a plug-in hybrid electric would be a good opportunity for you because it has that electric battery, and then once that electric battery runs out, the gas engine kicks on and takes off, and so you can go all the way across the country with that one if you want. Probably the opposite end of the spectrum from electric cars would be something like this here. I got a 2020 Dodge Charger Daytona. Now, we've showed you a lot of Dodge Chargers, a lot of Dodge Charger RTs. We've showed you a lot of Scat Packs. I can't think if I've even had a Daytona available in the last couple of years. That was a Dodge Charger that just flew by. They were getting it. So this is a Dodge Charger Daytona. It has a completely different appearance, different wheels. It does look different. It's got the matte black roof on it with the matte black Hemi hood graphic. Performance suspension, performance steering in this here, and then also even the performance seats in this one here. It's a different seating style than what you've seen in the other Chargers as well. The interior also on these, what I like about this is a combination that I wish more manufacturers would do in the sports car style. So you got the leather on the outside of the seats, and it's the suede on the insert of the seat, and really that's there to help hold you in the car, so that way if you are doing a little bit of spirited driving, you're not sliding around in the seats. You know, sometimes leather cars, especially if you keep them really clean, the leather can be kind of slick. But that suede really makes it nice, so that way you can stay where you need to be at behind the steering wheel. So let's go down here. We've got a couple of really nice luxury cars: Infiniti Q50, Acura TLX. How about a 2020 Chevrolet Camaro? Camaros have been hard to come by lately. I don't know that Chevrolet is making as many of them right now. 18,000 miles on this car. Really nice. Riverside blue is the color on this one. Really nice color. You know, you don't see a lot of these. A lot of times you see like the basic colors, the black, the white, and red. So I really like this one here. It's been a pretty popular color in this car as far as people looking at that one. You know, we've kind of showed you some different competitive vehicles as we've been talking today, right? So one of the great things about the pre-owned Supercenter is that you can compare a lot of different makes and models, trim packages, all side by side right here in one place, one convenient location. So, you know, if somebody doesn't have as much selection, right, then, you know, you look at one car here and you're going to have to drive across town and go through the whole process of meeting another salesperson again to look at another car. So we've got great selection here at this store just alone by itself, and then we've also got 11 other Bayird locations. So if you see something at another Bayird location on the internet, which is all on our website, BayardPreOwned.com, we can also bring those cars down for you to look at here as well in Jonesboro, so that way you're not having to travel to the different locations. That's very important for Keith, to make sure that you have that option and flexibility to look at some different cars. Speaking of cars, we got a couple of cars here. I'll show you 2019 Ford Fusion. This is the hybrid SEL with 38,000 miles. It does have a leather interior, tinted windows. The hybrid technology gets 43 miles per gallon in the city, 41 on the highway. And I just want to make you aware too, by the way, if you're looking over the top of our building in the background, I promise that black smoke is not our dealership on fire. They're actually burning lumber back there from some of those trees that they took down. So thought I'd point that out. We actually had somebody yesterday call the fire department because they thought it was an out of control fire. Fortunately, Jonesboro Fire Department showed up, took a look at it, realized it was under control and everything was good. So this here is a 2019 Volkswagen Jetta. It has 9,500 miles on it. Very like new car, right? Low mileage, still a lot of the factory warranty on this car. 30 miles per gallon in the city and 40 miles per gallon on the highway. People love the Volkswagens. It's been a while since we've had one in stock. It is really a great alternative to a nice car that not everybody else has. So if you like to stand out a little bit, that's a great opportunity for you there. I'll show you next a 2018 Buick Encore. We have a couple of the Buick Encore, some different trim packages in stock, different year models. People love the Buicks. We sell a lot of these cars. They're great price range. You know, this is an 18 model sport touring with 22,000 miles. It gets 33 miles per gallon and it's priced at $24,992. This is another car here that has deceptively a lot of room on the inside, a lot of headroom. Very, very popular cars. These do not last long here. Let's walk up here and show you some more trucks as well. I know we're starting to run out of time. As we're walking by, you can look here. I mean, I got a lot of different makes and models. Oh, this is one I want to talk about. So we look all over the place for cars. This is a 2015 Hyundai Tucson I got out of North Alabama. It's the limited package. It has 35,000 miles on it. So it's loaded up limited with low miles, 35,000 miles on a 2015, priced at $21,992. That is a great vehicle. That's a lot of vehicle for the money, $21,992. If that vehicle was 3 years newer, same package, I mean, it's probably 7 or 8 grand more, even with the same amount of miles. So that's a great buy. Walk down here, we've got a Toyota Tacoma in stock. We don't always keep these very long. This is a TRD four-wheel drive sport. It's crew cab, really beautiful red color, 39,000 miles on this one here. These trucks are expensive, no doubt about it. They just hold their value very good. Even when they're, I don't know, 20 years old. You see used Toyota trucks with 300,000 miles, they bring blood. You know, people just, I don't know, they love them. But got the, you know, the newer body style, the TRD Sport, got a lot of great looking features on it. You know, check some more photos out on our website at thebayardpreowned.com. And, you know, I know we didn't have time to talk about everything today, but that's the great thing about our website. It's hot out here today. It'll probably be hot out here for the next several weeks for sure, right? So go to our website, bayardpreowned.com. You can check it out on our phone, on your computer, whatever device you have. Take a look at the inventory. If you see something that you're interested in, give us a call and we'll have that car pulled up with the air conditioner running. It'll be nice and cool inside. We can even go inside in the shade to look at the vehicle as well. We'll do whatever we need to do to make you comfortable, not only in the viewing of a vehicle, but also the financial aspect of the purchase as well. If there's anything at all that we can do for you, give us a shout. We look forward to helping you out, and thank you so much for watching.